Actually, if there is any apology to be offered, it should be by me, because I hurried Ankita ji through the summary. She had to make a detailed summary. She worked hard to make a detailed summary of the conference, but because we are running out of time, I had to ask her to be brief. Now, the last part of the conference, which is actually a very pleasant formality, but a very painful formality also, because it brings us to the end of a beautiful, pleasant, happy, sweet experience of 2 days. This is called Vote of Thanks. And I must start with thanking the founder of Indic Academy, Shri Harikiran Vadlamani Garu. Usually, whenever I want to bring his name, I feel that we are thanking ourselves because he is just one of us. But in this case, I should not at all. I'll be failing in my responsibility if I don't mention his name. All of you have been admiring the title after title of the conferences of Indic Academy. Every one of these titles comes from the mind, incessantly creative mind of Sri Harikiran Garu. He claims himself to be only an entrepreneur, not a scholar. He keeps repeatedly telling us, oh, I'm not a scholar. But without being a scholar, without being a creative person, how can you get so many creative ideas? Creative idea after creative idea, new title after new title, we are getting so many, and there are many more in the pipeline. All these ideas are coming from him. And this femininity idea also, we had a very long discussion about how to title it, where to go. Previous to that, already Sumedha ji was given responsibility of this women's studies, gender studies, feminism, femininity aspect, and we had a discussion, and he came up with this title, Femininity in Hinduism. And wonderful founder we have, wonderful leadership we have. I think you all agree that you too thank him. And the next thanks, I think, gratefulness has to go to our young Ankita, who is responsible for this place. We gathering at this place at the abode of Kamakhya. She is the main person responsible for the idea itself, and she introduced us to Kuldeep Kalita ji, who is the executive member of the Alumni Association of Cotton University. And it is he who got this Alumni Association auditorium, and he has been toiling all the days. Yeah, please, Kuldeep ji.
Actually, Nagaraj, the person who helped me arrange this hall, he is not here. His name is Dr. Ravindra Bhavan. So, since I know him since a long time, so he helped me arrange it.
Okay. Yeah, please convey our gratefulness to him. Please convey our gratefulness to Rendra Varman ji, who is in Delhi also. And we cannot thank her enough, Srimati Smriti Irani ji. What a humble, what a modest person she is. When we invited her to give us the keynote address for this conference, she has such a great love for, particularly I think, Indic thought, and also this topic of femininity in Hinduism. She agreed, and she's such a creative person and surprising person. She changed the entire keynote address topic into a conversation, and actually it was we were not prepared also for that. Sumedha ji is very creative, equally creative as Irani ji. She rose up to the occasion immediately when it was suddenly changed into a conversation, and that went on so well, and we saw how smart lady Smriti Irani ji is, and how well and in brief she was able to communicate and guide the conference. Usually the purpose of any keynote address is to guide the conference, and without saying that it is a keynote address, through the conversation she was able to guide the conference very, very well with her pertinent thoughts. And we have another very important technical person from this place who has been helping us, Jitmani Gogoi ji. आइए ना इधर घूमिए. I think you can understand how much technical work there would be in this. He is the technical faculty who teaches technical aspects of mass communication to the students of Cotton University. And a faculty member taking so much responsibility, staying here, doing all this work is extraordinary. And he has been doing this for us with such a dedication, with such a love and affection and courtesy. We cannot thank him enough, Jitmani Gogai ji. And if I don't thank him, you are all going to scold me. The chef of... Okay, Srinivas ji is going to be there. Actually, he is the whole thing, the Ritvik of the whole thing. He is going to be there. But whenever somebody told me that everything is going on well, this is good, that is good, every time I just repeated, Srinivas ji. He is doing this. If food is good, he is there. If hotel is good, he is there. If travel is good, he is there. If you enjoyed your travel, everything. He was so stressed up. We stressed him up actually. And yeah, see, he is smiling even now. Yeah, he never shows that stress. Actually, this morning, for the first time, he started sitting relaxedly. Then I said, okay, yeah, now he is confident that everything is going on well. And there is in Telugu, we have a concept of Janta Kavi, pair poets. His pair poet is Koti. Yeah. And I think you would understand that such a coordination between the online and offline would not have been possible across the world. He is like Gogoi ji, he is also the technical hand behind this. He was able to handle everything well from Hyderabad.
And the power issues.
Yeah, and power issues is a different thing. Actually, again, Srinivas ji, he could manage it well with his public relations, and also investing on a generator. He kept a generator ready. But Koti Garu has been doing a very, very good job from behind. Srinivas Garu and Koti Garu are paid poets. in Telugu, whenever there is a pair poetry demonstration, the first line is composed by one poet, the second line is composed by the other, they become one poet. So these two are one poet in two bodies, pair poets, Koti Garu and Srinivas Garu. But when I said you would scold me, I had Lucky Kalita ji, the chef of the lunch here. Because on both days, the excitement, the happiness, the pleasure during the lunchtime, everyone was expressing. The credit goes to Lucky Kalita ji, and he enjoys his job so much that yesterday evening he came and said, I'm going to give you totally different food but very good tomorrow. A different art, a different drawing, a different painting.
You were sitting here patiently with you. Next, what was to come was super good.
And we have the two very important people who have been documenting us visually. Please come. Nibir Das and Jasmina Yasmin. At that age, the patience that they showed for these 2 days, probably you'd never expected that we are going to have such long days, right? Please don't curse us. We are like that. Conferences are like that. But you have a patience that is going to take you forward in your life very well. We bless you for that. Thank you very much.
I'm so glad you said that. Though it was a learning experience for them, it was very good. Yes. Thank you.
And I don't know how many of you know, Doordarshan covered our conference. Doordarshan News came here, interviewed us, covered this conference. At least there are some media left with that kind of dedication to cover conferences like this. Who nowadays cares for such conferences? DD News was, I don't know who the official is behind this, but that young lady.
I'd like to say something here. So
Yeah.
we need to thank Maru, who is the Guwahati office director, and we also need to thank Vikram Sahai, who is additional
Please
director.
say that. Yeah.
Okay, so for this, we need to thank Vikram Sahai, who is additional director in the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Again, a batchmate and friend of mine, and he immediately agreed when I asked him. So we asked Maruf, and Maruf did the needful. So we need to thank both Vikram and Maruf. And actually, I will convey this conference's thanks formally to both of them.
Thank you.
Because they did agree immediately without any notice to come and cover, and 2 days they covered. The 1 day previously and yesterday.
And I don't know how many of you know, Sumedha ji was a civil servant earlier. She was an IRS official earlier, and her connections came to use here. Do you know that it is her ex-department which sent the projector?
So for that, you saw my batchmate here, Avanshi Jimson. He had come here. So actually, I'm going to say thank you to Jimson and I need him to work from all of us for doing this, because Jimson arranged this projector.
Yes.
So one would come, Avanshi Jimson.
Yes, yes.
He's the director here. He arranged this projector.
Yes. So he arranged this projector, such a powerful projector, it is not getting tired. We are. It is not getting heated up. Oh, he has come. Yeah, he is the one who brought. Sharafat Hussain is the person who brought the projector here. Some of you already had a darshan at Kamakhya, and many more, most of you, majority of you are going to have a darshan at Kamakhya. The person responsible for that is Srimati Richa Sharma ji, who is the liaison officer at the Kamakhya temple, inside Kamakhya temple. And again, connections of Sumedha ji from...
Responsible, so this is a junior of mine who is in the administration here. Her name is Archana Verma. So when I called her up, she introduced me immediately to Richa, and so the Kamakhya darshan was done. Is going to be done.
So we have to thank both Srimati Verma ji and Richa Sharma ji for this, and many police officers here, particularly Koteshwar Rao from West Bengal IPS, West Bengal cadre IPS, and his friend Shankar Patra, an IPS here, and all his juniors here, Prithvi IPS and others, they have been involved in making arrangements, though we were not able to take the arrangements because already we have 2-3 arrangements, so we had to choose one of them as per our convenience, as per the schedule. But because they gave the facility, we have to thank them all these officials. And there is a big number of staff. I am not able to remember the names, probably because I did not collect the names of this staff who have been standing here patiently. They are still waiting now till our conference is over. All the staff of Cotton University on a holiday. This is a holiday, but still they have come. They are helping us. So we thank all of them for their help. And probably I forgot some names to be mentioned. All those whose names I forgot during this last pleasant event of offering vote of thanks, I request all of them to forgive me for not mentioning their names, but please take this vote of thanks as being given to them by name, each one of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
Okay, a big standing ovation and applause for, say, 10 minutes. For Indica. Yes.
Thank you for that, but we did not want to do what in Hindi they say, apne aap pair chuna. Sumedha ji is part of this whole activity as a co-curator, but every thanks for the connections that have happened, they go to her, apart from curating the conference, for everything that she has done. And we have one more event. Actually, a team from Mysore have sent a classical Carnatic about Devis. They were so enthusiastic that they made a very long recording of their performance. It's a 1 hour long performance, but because of our long day, we are going to have a sample of their singing, and then there is a proposal that all the mothers of this conference, Mata presenters of this conference are going to perform their Natya, Nritya, Nritta, whatever you call it, Actually, if it is going to be a circular dance, it is called Halli Saka. It is going to be a circular dance, a Brinda Natya. Let us have that as the concluding part before you set ready for your dance into mood. The classical Carnatic sample we are going to have.